They're going to make their lives difficult. Well, either way, we're on the way in towards map number 1. Complexity starting on that CT side. PERA on the T side as we head in towards Anubis.
Grim up close with the Julies. Ready and waiting. Oh, immediately dealt with, however. Not looking good. Straight out of the gate. JT isolated and finished off. Just 3 remaining already for Complexity. They're a bit far away from the bomb site, so easy path here for PERA. Lovely little execute. Great work done. Indeed, they do come in with a game plan. It seems to have worked thus far, but it's just a question of whether they can hold on to this site. Patience for Complexity to let these smokes go down. There's still a lot of time left on that bomb, but it's dealing on the pistol, especially with these like A main players, you know, really hard to clear out these angles. 3 in towards dark, and maybe the majority of them not necessarily going to be needed. Elige chimes in for 1. Nice little spin around, but can't get anything else going. Really keen kickoff for PERA.
Yeah, that's what we want to see. Coming towards these pistols, take early fights, actually just back yourself. It's a really good way to kind of maybe shake off the nerves a little bit, coming towards this sort of game and start to deliver on a bit of confidence, start to chain a couple of rounds together. That's how you want to start things. So, all in all, not bad. Aggro into the fight, and Complexity just maybe caught a little bit of the pants around their ankles. Before you know it, round done. Only the 1 casualty too. You are not going to complain. Yeah, guard out. You were on the block. 4 kills to his name. Not bad. Aaron, gonna push through mid here. That Mac 10. Force buy gonna come through from Complexity. Pop flash over. Nothing spotted. They'll double away. Also got the scout and had a chance, but just walks away at the wrong time.
Flash for info there at A main. Nothing spotted. PERA a little nervy here, but still looking to group up and try and work together. Oh, we'll see here. There was a middle stack for just a second. It is more of an A-sided defense for Complexity, and ultimately when the bomb is headed down this way, you do expect it to end on the A-bomb site, in all fairness. Nice little push through A main from Complexity as well, so gathering information, getting readier and readier for this hit to come in. Scout rears its head, floppy on the 5-7. Doesn't even capitalize on the tag player. That was just a clean frag. They're very quickly going to bail and try and go B here. Still 1 player ready to go in the form of Grim with the MP9. What can he find for us? Not looking great for him thus far. It's that kill against the Mac 10 that could make a difference. The rotation of Floppy dealt with quickly. 3 versus 3, all hinges on Elige's move here, and he's denied away by DGL. JT's Deeg also being spotted out, so looking unlikely that they break back into B.
Yeah, that'll be that. Anything on the tail end in terms of upgrades would be nice. I don't know if JT's going to be given a chance. A couple of pop shots, but now he's in a bit of trouble as well. He would like to keep hold of this Deagle and the armor. Oh, he's dropped off as well. DGL sees him off. His first 2 kills of the game. Gonna have AK work. All in all, a pretty simple round coming through. The couple of casualties, not the end of the world. PERA 2-0 start. Not bad, man. This is already, you know, a better start than what we saw like at Bad News Kangaroos, who looked a little rough around the edges at some points. They really struggled to get going on that first map. Anything but here for PERA. Complexity beating out a force buy as well. This next round expected to go PERA's way, and all in all, I mean, this should be a decent couple of rounds under the belt for PERA just to build some confidence. Exactly what you want to see. Low buy here, full buy next, but PERA should be able to just kind of walk over this one, no bother with a double Mac 10 by triple AK-47. Scout hallzerk does get tagged a little bit, but he's sticking around for the fight. Doesn't want to give them too much water control.
hallzerk. Yeah, nothing coming his way. Oh my god. Surely he goes down there. Yeah, he just melts. Absolutely melts. The Mac 10 definitely had him, but no way he's surviving all that fire. What else have we got here? JT through a smoke with the USP. Hello. All right. Interesting that he's able to find a kill there, but all good that he does, I suppose.
B-boot. Kyo card out. Combining here. Gonna try try. This Mac 10 should get a hell of a lot of money. Leg spotted, dinked, but dropped and traded by Grim. Pulling out the scout. Give it a go. Give it a try. B, you're going to get caught by the 5-7. Surely not. AK pulled out. It's close, but no cigar. PT50 for one. Jumping away desperately. And he's in trouble here. And he's going to be caught. Now Aaron thrust into a 1 versus 1. He's running back. I think he's been hurt. Yeah, he absolutely has been hurt. 30 seconds. He's rushing towards B. And Grim should be able to meet him there, but he'll just about lose out on the race.
One goes down. Grim comes in early, and he takes the frag. A huge win. How have Complexity gotten away with that? PERA have dropped a ball massively. You know, they dealt with the scariest weapon. The scout was gone super early into the round. They essentially just lose it out to pistols, and one player with armor who does do God's work, to be fair, but still, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think PERA just give them way too many opportunities to fight, way too many chances to get back in towards that round. And of course, that was that kind of full eco, expecting to, you know, have to then fall by here. And of course, they will be, but I really didn't think, well, I'm sure PERA didn't think that they would have to be, you know, that early losing a round and in that sort of trouble. So they call for a timeout. Understanding, feeling a bit of pressure on those shoulders. Real tough one to lose there. But of course, thankfully, I guess, not the end of the world in terms of the investment. I say that. It is a double AK, 1 Galil, and then a couple of upgraded pistols. So it's not actually the nicest of situations that PERA find themselves in. They could have maybe ecoed here, bought next and an orb, but I don't think it's worth it. I think you've got to try and respond where, you know, in the Iron's Heart and all that. Might go quick here towards A. Flying towards fights already at Carpet's taking a lot of early control. GL and BB leading the charge with the 2 rifles, and a third of the AK of Kiyokado going to try and pot him in behind. It's a pretty solid A-hold, though. You got both Floppy and hallzerk playing up close.
I do like this setup. I think this could be really good for them, you know. Smoke onto the pillar. Interesting kind of choice, to be fair, but it doesn't stop hallzerk for the triple kill. Oh my, 1 magazine, 3 frags for him. DGL left all alone.
That's ridiculous, isn't it? It's ridiculous. So, DGL, what have you got for us? I don't think he's even going to be able to consider the option of saving. Maker's back pillar, nobody's there anymore. hallzerk, that 3-piece is absolutely ridiculous. All he has to do, hold down mouse 1, but the flick is good onto the 3rd. So, DGL, have a little look in. 3 players up close, though. No chance in hell. Spotted. And again, won't stick around. He actually needs to make sure he dies before time. That's the big one. And he will. Transit Grim. Really good round. Really great. hallzerk showing his presence and making it known, man. Really well done. And of course, Floppy as well. Quick give him credit. That first was really good from him. And a bit of supporting util to allow hallzerk into the fight. Fair play, but yeah, that flash. Absolute stunner. Complexity timed this game up immediately. And now, of course, being that a force buyout for PERA, they have nothing left in the tank for round number 5. So this one should be pretty simple.
Yeah, we'll see. PERA kind of just holding at the moment, seeing if any aggression comes in, but Complexity have no reason. So, a group up, a burst through, an attempt to drop a weapon. hallzerk going to be put under some pressure here. He doesn't have support just yet, to be fair. They do split him down the middle. He can't find the bullets. Floppy comes around, though. He says, yo, I get myself some eco frags. Let's go. All the same, we've had 3 kills come in. Okay, there was a kill at the back end of middle, leaving only 2 now for Cole. It should absolutely be doable from here. Yeah, Vivian taken down on the timing, but still some good damage, some good kill bonus.
Yeah, you're not going to say no. Not at all. Couple of kills here or there. Better than nothing, but so far so good as well for Complexity in terms of the response, the resurgence back in. Yeah, getting the Glocks into the thick of it. I'll give you a couple of chances, but we need to see these bits of aggression and I guess these kind of individual brilliance on PERA. We need to see this on the gun round. into the fray. Oh, well, hallzerk already out. It's actually a double AWP setup for Complexity, and already one of them lost. So now this is where they would have preferred the rifles to work with, unless Elige can pull something like that. Nice shot from him. Gonna break the smoke as well, but it doesn't go deep enough, so Porya will be able to cross.
Oh, big find from JT. Gives them the man advantage here. Molotov not going to spread Kiercard out. Chilling for now. They will look to find an avenue attack through dark. Another smoke goes down though, really just making life difficult for PERA at this point. The nade to back it up. Tiniest bit of damage. Has it confirmed any presence? Not quite sure, but you can see they're confident to get moving. The AWP of Elige strikes true for one eventually. I think he also tagged DGL before, so he's a little unlucky to not drop him earlier on into the fray. 2 versus 2. PERA pull things back. They have to take a brief intermission to pick up the bomb, but they will plant in nonetheless. Looking good here. Just have to hold in these spots. Floppy at range takes the fight. Bibu felt like he had to do something, felt like he had to cross. Kiercard then left all alone with it all to do. Smoke's going to start to dissipate now, and the gap going to begin to close. Grim with some information off the back of the molly. It is a dangerous angle here. They're not ready, but it's difficult to make work. They will get the defuse in. Complexity mounting the retake successfully.
Yeah, gotta be said. Not a bad shot on the swing there as well from Flop. So already 4-2. I mean, the positive is, I guess, a bomb plan coming through for PERA. That will facilitate some investments off the back of this loss bonus, but the big credit has to be given towards Complexity. They lose hallzerk immediately in towards that round, and they find a way back in brilliantly. Elige, secondary AWPing, making it look clean, making it look good. So all in all, Complexity never down and out, even in the numbers disadvantage, and they are going to keep this double AWP setup in play. Elige reinvesting and dropping one over. Part of their playstyle, their plan here for Anubis is double AWP. So far, so good, because Elige is looking crisp with it as well. If hallzerk can start getting active himself, then PERA could be in a lot of trouble. Elige got the right idea as well. He knows there's a bit of presence being shown. He shot taken, but missed.
Big response has to come in from PERA in this one, man. They need to stay alive here on this T side, keep things competitive. 4 already out from the CT. End is really quite comfortable. Oh, tag. Need to follow up. They will back off, but yeah, fearful of the AWP. Double AWPs still in here, by the way. Maybe rightfully so. Elige shows hallzerk how it's done.
Because you're really quiet off the back of it too, right? As PERA now left trying to make a decision. How do we get our way back into this? Smoke in the back pocket of Elige, can drop towards main if he feels any pressure from behind. But so far, not a hell of a lot being offered up here by the T side. They've got to start making the decision though. 30 seconds. Something got to run. They're still grouped up here in towards mid. Flash will come through over towards camera, but again, not a lot on offer. But Grim, at probably the worst time, rotates away. He's just coming back, but sort of too little too late. Jumping across. hallzerk missed shot. Feeling the pressure now as well. Second time of asking, will find it. Looks for a third, but tunnel vision him and Floppy will fall. And now,
man, that's so
open.
close. That's so close. If they even find one there and just sort of stay alive, you know, there's only 10 seconds left as they get that bomb down. Any kind of pause really could have won Complexity the round. They'll come back through for the retake. It's not over just yet. Job not done. Slow build up here from Cole. They'll start to pick up the pace, and that will go against them. Yeah, you can see why they were a bit slow moving. Not super confident. Utility not quite there. Info certainly not there. And PERA will manage to pick it up. Keeping things close here. As said, a super important round for them. They'll get it done.
Yeah, lovely done. Lovely, lovely. Elige will keep hold of the AWP. I guess that is the main thing, but the real question is kind of how they're going to buy around this. Elige can't really drop bar like an MP9. So I'm assuming he might just keep hold of the AWP and they might have a bit of a lesser buy around him. Unless they want to force around the AWP. They can, I think, pick up one more rifle and then a few like MP9 type FAMAS buys. Won't be the nicest. So yeah, that's what actually they squeezed out a double AWP in all fairness. That's how much money Grim had. So he's got M4, double AWP, and then there's the MP9 of FAMAS like we spoke of, just because JT and Floppy didn't have a hell of a lot to work with. They are loving this double AWP setup though. But hallzerk has been a little sleep of the wheel with it. Looking too crispy, hallzerk thus far. DGL swing and a fine from him. He wants to continue looking for fights here. On the corner, JT keeps jiggle peeking. Grim's up close. That double setup is beautiful though, but the response of DGL. This guy is Chris. There's a reason we highlighted him.
Is there a response available for Complexity then? It's looking like not. Floppy is slowly abandoning the A-bomb site, and PERA are slowly taking it. Looks like they'll start to confirm that in, but you can see Floppy, he's now smoked out. Unless JT can get in behind and find a kill or two, I think they will save here. It's not going to happen. He's encroaching towards mid. Yeah, they'll take out DGL. That is an AWP retrieve. They've been liking their double AWP setup. Do they want to keep going towards that? I'm not so sure. Maybe there is a reason why it's not the most popular thing on Anubis, but they seem to be really sold on this double AWP idea.
Yeah. Do you know what, though? I feel like it probably would work, and the idea behind it is solid, bar basically what is, unfortunately, hallzerk not really hitting his shots. I mean, that's been the big thing. I think he has been struggling to connect on a couple. Even that one, DGL just swinging into the fight. I left eye peak for DGL, so he's at a kind of an 8 disadvantage, but hallzerk just looked a little asleep. Maybe didn't expect the level of aggression. Who knows, but just need to wake up a little sooner rather than later. So far, PERA making a competition out of this and actually playing some pretty decent Counter-Strike. It's very much based off the individuals. There's no kind of two ways about it, but I mean, so far it's working, right? EGL looking good. The riflers get active too. They have their moments. We'll see a timeout called again by PERA. Gonna just take a little breather, but this is a good position they find themselves in. 4 rounds is not terrible against Complexity this early on their map pick. All in all, not a terrible spot to find yourself in.
It is true. It is true. Still, though, for the context of, you know, how Anubis develops, you have to do better than just 4 on a T side. Yes, they're keeping it even. That's great to see. They're picking up some pretty convincing rounds, to be honest. You know, it's not like they're super lucky or off the back of clutches, as we have seen so far today. They're looking pretty comprehensive, but they have to keep it rolling, and I think they know that, and they know that Complexity will be looking for some change-ups here, so PERA with the timeout, trying to keep it fresh.
So let's see. Can they? Early around here. A huge amount being offered up and expected, right? But again, that double AWP is basically a big priority for Complexity to try and make stick. Double MP9 and an AK around it. Not the best amount of util in the sense it's only primarily around the belts of Grim and JT. Elijah will get a chance here. Oh my god, he nearly gets caught on the cross. I think they know he's here. I'm sure they would have spotted him on the cross.
Elijah, blinded off, but he still is able to find a frag. That spot, you know why it's so popular. It's so hard to take people down from there. He will eventually fall. hallzerk's also chimed in with a kill of his own towards A main. So 4v3, PERA quite split. The bomb pretty far back and away from the action. JT just kind of instinctively reacting to the spam. Gets taken down. Floppy as well being watched for here. He's finished by Aaron. Maybe that's the bait play that they needed. We'll see. They've got to know that hallzerk's still around somewhere. And there's Kia Cardao finding the space in from middle. Wow, what a nice mid-round coming out from PERA. Certainly things worked out for them as the players came to them a little bit, but still really well coordinated for those final few to just kind of hammer it home.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Really nice round coming through. Nobody saving as well. The orbs do get active, both of them, both hallzerk and Elijah, but unfortunately, they're just not given the room to be able to multi-frag. They're not given that space to be able to kind of chain a couple together. So, all in all, this is pretty good, man. I mean, money's going to be broken towards Complexity, so no buy really for them in this one. Just a couple of deagles invested in, and that'll be about it. hallzerk making sure he has enough normal zoning towards the next round. He probably should be able to squeeze it out. Half armor, maybe a little bit lesser utility. Nades coming through. Elige taking a big tag there. He isn't giving up the fight. He's still sticking around to see whether anyone swings into him. That'll cost him his life. Gear card out. Oh, what a bad game, the youngster, is he? 10 kills to his name. New boy on the block, coming from the Gucci Academy team. I heard good things about him as well when he was kind of playing through that. And he was pretty receptive to advice and stuff.
More mature, to be fair.
Seems to be.
He's 23 years of age. He's not maybe as young as you would expect coming out of an academy team. So there's maybe a bit more maturity.
True.
Okay. How does that not do any damage? Sometimes they do be like me for real. Spamming.
Does he go in for seconds? Now that he's spammed, there'll be a classic thing just to walk past it. Right? Yeah.
But no, they do pull back. He will get caught eventually, though, by a creep forwards. B-bomb site now. JT. Clean angle. Oh, goodness. The Deagles. The Deagles. JT with the two-piece. Floppy through the smoke. And it's all falling apart. Where has that come from?
That's another round as well, in which Complexity are winning when they're kind of coming in with a lower buy. They did it earlier on the exact same site as well. Ridiculous. And I think it's just a classic case of PERA maybe overcomplicating things, but JT hitting a couple of crispy ones. They are some beauts, mate. Oh, and Flop, I didn't even realize how quick the flick was for the final. Oh, you take those every day of the week. Complexity are being made to work for this, for, you know, a series which they expected to come in and it be relatively easy. It's been anything but thus far, but my God, fair play to them, never out of it. AT spamming the smoke. Got Floppy up close in support too here. They might try and overwhelm this stairs position and realize actually there's not a lot of information here. So hallzerk, if he can hit just one shot and slow them down, that'll be huge.
Pretty chunky nade there. Flash is effective. Reveals himself. Flash going in for himself. Not going to peek off the back of it. Second one he might. Nope, just keeping them at bay. Nothing spotted. DGL looking for a fight. Flash comes in for him. It's a nice little info read. It's all for Grim, however. Lovely, lovely setup there on the B-bomb site to allow that first frag to come in. Grim's got nice and aggressive here in case they do decide to push in, but with that smoke going down, they second guess. They pull back. Elige falls. Maybe we are back on.
A little fade away there from Porya. That was nice. Oh my God, the AWP of Aaron getting caught. They're trying to wrap it, I think, towards the A site. This is such a scrappy fight. Giacata gonna make it work. Gun there for him to collect if he really wants, but Grim, he has so much information. He has to try and do something with it, but it's a bait and he doesn't fall for it. That's smart. Here's the steps for running away. Doesn't stick around, and he actually perfectly times the play towards B. Grim, what have you got for us? Backside, flash, molly, none of it gonna touch him as Grim makes it a second and a third as well. Single-handedly shutting down this site. Pistol pulled out, but he just wants to buy time. Doesn't want to give over the fight. Doesn't want to give the chance. Grim playing with his food, and there's no time to plant. Grim, beautiful work. And JT looking for the fight after time as well. He'll fall. But all in all, Grim has had an absolute masterpiece around there.
Half a second off for Grim, and he may well have miscalculated that one. You know, it looks a bit close on the plan. I may have even said to try it, but I think he was out of the zone was the key thing. Not quite in on. There are some spots, obviously, on that backside you can plant, but yeah, just out of the zone. Which is a bit unfortunate. Grim, though, he's been saving that angle for a rainy day. Really, really cheeky. Find the first on the right, in the off, and then you got the pillar to work around. It's just, it's fantastic, isn't it? You know, a CT player's dream, a spot like that. But yeah, great round from him. Very bouncy is what I kind of like saying around like that. You know, he was ready for the fight if they came to up B. Then he was mid, gathering info. Then he was back to B to hold it down. Really, really dynamic kind of moves from Grim there.
Information should have been heard by JT there. Quite smartly drops a smoke. It's final round of the half when you're against this sort of caliber of a buy of One saved AWP and Tech Nines alongside it. Don't give him any chances. Don't allow this side to just run at you. I'm not committed, but I bet you two will come towards A. Maybe trying to see if they can drag out some rotations. They will take some decent mid control, in all fairness.
Making a lot of noise while doing it, though. Aaron's going to get sent up. There's a slow lag behind him in the form of Porya. So Grim does have to be careful. He'll be only expecting one, and yep, that's exactly it. That's how he plays it, you know? Spots that first player, goes swing it in to try and fight him. But little does he know, second man in. DGL finding JT, a missed shot from hallzerk. But Porya should have had that. hallzerk somehow stays alive, and now look at what he can do. Still alive in a default. Too wide of a flick for him. The man advantage still there for PERA. Elijah's been spotted. And we'll see, can he work his way back in? Rotation from Floppy, taking a bit of time, but Elijah is staying cool. Shadow spotted, kill found. 2v2 now. Kit available, but no utility. Kia Cardal sees them both crossing in. The AWP downstairs at dark. Misses the shot. They know where he's at now. Elijah gets legged. He's lost his teammate in the interim. Not looking good. Down he will go, and PERA battle back for number 6. A great recovery right at the tail end. But is 6 on the T side? Is it going to be enough? Time will tell. Yo, what up? Welcome back. Second half getting underway here. Very difficult to split these two teams down the middle right now. Really impressive stuff from PERA there to keep the dream alive. And especially in the middle of the half, they look very, very good. So we'll see how it looks when it flips over. I think, obviously, I ended by saying, is it enough on the T side? I'm not quite sure. It's still decent, though. Still workable, especially if you can pick up the pistol, which has started pretty well. Floppy will catch the push out from Kia Cordau. Porya around the corner. Good for one. Traded instantly. Suddenly, though, it is hallzerk all by himself. He's not going to be ready, is he? Yeah, he's not ready at all for this player in on the site. And Bibu gets out the knife. Love that that's where his instincts go to. And they will win the pistol.
Yeah, I love it. If only he just, stands up a little bit, looks at them across the way. They're facing each other. That would have been the perfect time to do it, but calm and composed. Back-to-back pistols as well for PERA. Fair play to them. Pretty crisp, hitting a lot of nice shots, but that's money in the bank, right? In the back pocket. You take it all day. Bibu's had actually a pretty quiet game, in all fairness. That's only his 4th kill of the knife, so fair play that the confidence isn't rocked, despite having a very quiet game by most metrics. Yeah, for him, M4 out. Same for the EGL. A couple of MP9s to beat around it. Will be a low buy. For complexity, nade could do a decent chunk here, and it will. Big amount of damage. And probably information gain too.
Oh, nice find coming in to begin. Bibu feeling confident after the previous round. Keeps him coming. Ace. Denied. Denied, but not too costly of a round. To be fair, one of the things to note, I don't know if they caught one there at the end, but a couple of M4s lost. So that could actually have an impact moving forwards into this next round.
I think one might be picked up, but I think you're right. I think one of them is gone for sure, but I think one got picked up. I'm right in saying, credit to Phoebe though. I'm running low on ammo, but he pulls out the pistol, gets one as well. So fair play, very close to the ace, but also denies away. Yeah, so Kia Cordau is going to be the one with the MP9, but bar that, and falls alongside Elige. Trying to lead the charge here. The met of a Molotov in through main. So though we slowed down, it's a good start though. PERA 8-6 in the lead, and in this gun run, then you go towards double digits, but Elige got other ideas.
Oh, looking good here for the T side. Entries keep on coming. Very relentless here onto the B bomb sites. Worked out beautifully. JT's got his angles. Bibu all alone. Hero of the past couple of rounds, but not much that he can do into this one now. Very, very quick message sent from Cole there as they just smash open B.
Has to be said as well, absolutely sublime in terms of the angle clearing. Every single weakness gets covered immediately. And I mean, even the spams with the smoke, they're, deadly accurate because they know exactly what they're looking towards. That's a well-prepped, a well-versed execute coming through from complexity. That's one they spent a hell of a lot of time in practice and scrims perfecting, because my God, that was perfection. PERA barely even knew what hit them. And by the time they did, it was too little, too late. Everybody dead bar Bibu. Incredible round, really good stuff. Good call coming through from JT as well. Just nice and simple. Rely on the big names to make a difference. And just look at it. Just perfection every single way. Can't complain at all. PERA. Bit shell-shocked, probably a little bit after that one. Let's see what they do in terms of a response. Aaron picking up the 5.7 MP9 for Porya. And a couple of M4s alongside Bibu saved one. But yeah, it does go without saying. Very important round for PERA. You lose this one, especially if you lose it confidently too, and complexity can start to spiral in such a positive way. Elige gets out in front of the smoke. He gets his head ripped off his shoulders. Grim has been spotted crossing, and he's sticking around maybe too much for a fight. And he nearly gets caught by the MP9, and the MP9 double dips. Boy, that's confidence.
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, definitely spotting him just sort of running away, looking a little awkward. Was a bit risky, though. Timing on it, Grim had his gun up. He just really was not ready for the fight. A bomb site, though. There's nobody here. There's nobody home. Plant comes in. And the fellas have to try and go for a retake. Or do they? Do they want to save the rifleage that they've got here now? That's the big question. They are going to get some early fights, but Floppy catches the head of the first. Looking good here. JT backing him up. They will get traded out by Porya. 1 versus 2 for hallzerk. That's a bit awkward. He's on the edge of the smoke, though. He's played around this quite well. One even bumps into him, but he's unsure of it. Porya has a bit of an idea. Maybe he's hidden in the smoke. They don't have a lot of time. In fact, I think the time has already gone. Oh, it's close. He could get this, but of course, hallzerk has got his number and will land the spray down to finish off the 1v2.
Well, he's running low on ammo there, wasn't he? Oh my god, there was a moment, but I think you might have been right. The timer was, at the very least, extremely close. Yeah, I don't quite know. Because I know, actually, this is a weird thing. I don't think this is intentional, I want to assume, by Valve, but... So when you hear the little beeps, it's actually 11 seconds. It's not 10, which is crazy. So if the beeping just starts and you get on it, you can still defuse. Because it's like, yeah, it's 11 seconds. I don't know if that's intentional, but obviously it used to be 10 and go. So it was close. In the end, Complexity win it out. And of course, that will mean that PERA have nothing really left in the wallet to facilitate an investment here. So gamble stack through B. Everyone playing up close, but with just pistols, even if Complexity go here, you probably expect it to be relatively plain sailing. JT, gonna be the one to test the waters, dip his toes in at the very least. Shark infested, little does he know, pop flash is good, he might be in trouble. Oh, blind! Lines up two. Nearly gets a third as well. There is an AK scooped up, so at the very least that's something, but it's very quickly put back to bed. Good work from JT. I mean, full blind, so I'm saying good work. He had no idea what happened. We had no idea what happened, but we'll take it. That low buy round very quickly out the way. And Complexity in a very solid position right now.
Yeah, looking fantastic in the second half, to be honest. Once the rifles have come out, they are pretty scary. Pretty scary indeed. Okay, PERA back round with a buy. Lack of a kit is the only thing that I would point out as being scary, for sure. Word of the day. But we'll see. They are confident in their ability with the guns here.
So going to come over. Aaron will drop one of his own. Nice and simple. See that? Molotov just force him away up his angle. Another one to come through. And this time he sticks around on it. So information gain that he's around. Oh, Lee. The wrong idea. The spam is good. He'll take a tag as well through the door. He'll take the opener, and he won't be traded. That's already a positive for Complexity. They'll be made to work in this map, but so far they're actually in a very strong position. Find this round, and it starts to become a little bit dire straits for PERA.
Flashing towards B. Nobody home. Oh, man. Some of the gambles, some of the decisions from PERA have been lacking. They are getting outbrained quite heavily in some of these rounds, you know. Very, very quick. Very hot on the heels, trying to track players, trying to just keep up with them, give us the fights. But Cole, they do a really good job here of just finding the first, causing some panic, and then keeping it nice and simple with a B execute.
At the moment, a simple save. No real call for an exit here. Or at least a hunt by Complexity. They're just going to play it nice and passive themselves. They don't want to give over anything. They don't need to as well. But of course, it will mean they should expect a nice, comfortable buy to come through. Aaron will be dropped over something. The Complexity up to 10. It's already a good position they find themselves in. Double digits first side to crack into it. And for PERA, slowly starting to dwindle away here. Timeout called. Good opportunity for TC to get into the mic, and for Corey as well. Not the coach of this team usually, and well, not the coach really at all, but it seems like he's come along for the ride here for Pro League. See him, he's got, you know, a hell of a lot of experience himself, in all fairness, so maybe there is a bit of a, you know, a vibes type of guy. Keep the mental in a good spot, trying to motivate them. He's played at some very decent teams in the past, Sangal, Reraton recently as well, and probably a friend of the guys as well. But yeah, all in all, 10-8. Very important gun rounds these from PERA. They don't really have any leg room to stand on anymore. It's slowly dwindling away. Complexity, only 3 rounds now from stealing away PERA's map pick.
Oh, nice find from DGL in the early stage here. Grim goes a bit early. And it's the business end of the AWP. Meanwhile, towards A, there's a molly that comes in, going to slow them down. The rotations will be here. So this time around, Complexity are the ones that are a bit stuck for ideas. But they'll remain confident by the looks of things, keeping the bomb pretty close to the A action. What is the move? Nade over the top. Slow build up into the site. Elige going to entry in. Lovely and brave for it. DGL finding another Aaron on the edge of the smoke. Good for one, but dealt with quickly. Need the support to arrive now. Bomb going to go down. There's disadvantage still for the T side.
Try to put some Uto down to keep them at bay. hallzerk. Good opportunity, good find, good fight. Second is a beaut as well. As DGL gets caught and he's Kiakada over all to do in a 1v2. hallzerk giving them the luxury, giving them the chance. Kiakada trying to find this player back donut, but he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. Anywhere he peeks, hallzerk can reclaim the space. He'll take another pop shot as well. hallzerk misses and gives a chance. Floppy's low. Time is ticking though. No kit for Kiakada as the round is done. Yes, he gets the kills, but it will not make a difference. That round one off the back of hallzerk's double. And bit by bit, Complexity pull further and further away. And that was the best opportunity they had. And they couldn't make it stick. PERA are now in a tough spot. They know that they essentially have, what, one more full buy or one more true full buy in them. Maybe a janky one if Complexity hit 12 here.
Really good stuff. Really, really good stuff, actually. It's just little things as well. Floppy got mollied out and sort of ran away. I think a lot of people would maybe think, okay, I've been mollied. I need to force this fight. That's what the molly makes me do, usually. But he sort of fights against the instinct of that and just is denying the fight, you know, denying the kill. Stay alive. Play the time. And it obviously works in the end, so really well executed by the two of them to close that out. Complexity not putting a foot wrong since the guns have entered the fray.
Porya. Gonna play up close here. But Elige should be given a hell of a lot of room through mid, in all fairness. Nobody really testing this. DGL going to support Porya as I start to creep on through main. They're going to realize nobody's here. That's really good information to gain at the very least.
Loads of nades going down there. Hardly any damage done, though. A little bit of a giveaway on the M4 spam, but it's all good. He'll stick around. Dry burst in here, dangerous. Oh, it's Porya that comes in from behind, however, picks up a double. It's carnage now. You can see the comms just sort of went everywhere. One behind, they bail on the idea of hitting A, turn around. It's just a mess. 25 seconds, JT does not stand a chance on 19 HP, so he'll take that AK and back off. PERA, first round they've managed to find in quite some time.
Yeah, JT, like you said, going to keep hold of what he's got, but it is good for PERA. We just need to see a little bit more in terms of, I guess, convincingly. But it's good, right? You know, they've pushed through B main. They've got a lot of information. Porya stepped up in a really important way there. And Complexity, while they thought they were getting a lot of space for free, it was actually all a trap. And one that they fall into unwillingly. Good push through B main. Gets a lot of information. Nobody's present, so they can continue rapping through if they want to. That is what you want to see out of PERA. Get proactive. Try and put a bit of pressure onto Complexity. Try and make this side feel a bit uncomfortable. What we've seen for the bulk of this T side is that Complexity have been given basically all the free reign to work with. However they want to set up the tempo, they're kind of getting away with it. That time is different. PERA makes sure that a luxury isn't their decision. The only thing that maybe would have caught them off guard, and obviously it's easy to say with hindsight, is that just one player sticks around and watches towards B main. It changes the tempo of that game, of that round entirely. The second they spot any presence there, they probably would have dipped away. And that's kind of what they're doing now. DJ once again on the creep here. Grim could be in trouble with the leg spotted, but again, that'll change the tempo of this round now. Now they know that they're making a push, so there's information gained.
Floppy just chilling, continuing to be a nuisance out on the A-bomb. Sight nade comes in, but he's ready. Oh, he's left so low. And that will be the danger. Again, PERA lose a man and start to rotate players off. Not quite as quick or giddy as they have done in the past, but it still weakens up B, which was the ultimate goal. And they're going to start faking out B a little bit and actually move towards A themselves. You know, Complexity really trying to confuse the situation. You see that sliver as the X-ray drops. We knew Porya was coming. That is a really hard spot for the AWP and a great frag to find. And more coming in now for PERA. DGL picks off another floppy as low. An easy pickup for Kia Cardao. The second a bit tougher. Elise has made it out onto the site here. 4 overall that he has to find. They're going to draw him in and make sure that he's taking difficult fights. 2 he'll get, but that's all.
Yeah, nice. Nice work from PERA. Kia Cardao, super important kills. That double he gets really just sets that round in a strong position. All in all, bit by bit, getting back into this game. You're seeing as well just these individual moments from PERA that are giving them something to fall back on. Timeout call, TC getting on the mic here. Complexity are being made to work for this. We already spoken about it, but it also feels very much a must win. For those who may be only just joining us, missed kind of pre-show, this is a very good map for the PERA guys in terms of sort of their individual standing there. It's a map in which they haven't played a hell of a lot, but when they have, the results have been pretty good. Wins over kind of Preezy and Rush B. Rush B and ECL. Preezy at the RMI, I want to say? No, yeah, RMI, I'm pretty sure it was. Complexity. It is a little bit more of a punishing pick. They played their 4 times, only won 1 of them. That was a 13-5 over Liquid, but since then losses to OG, which is pretty damning, and Vitality. So this feels like probably one of the best opportunities that PERA are going to get in this series with this pool, especially Vertigo up next. Complexity's pick in a map in which they are incredibly good on. Going quick though, they're going very quick, and it might just work. It might just give them a chance. DGL will trade out a lead, but Floppy answering back with the Tech 9. Molotov slows them down, but Floppy's still trying to be a nuisance.
Oh, the nade is big. Porya in with the double kill from B main to see them off. DGL finds it. Big round, big round. That was, yeah. Look, it might just be against pistols, but it's immediate pressure. It's really scary. It's so tense to play against. We might look at it from a context like, yeah, they'll definitely win this because of the weaponry, but they know they're the underdogs. There's also that little bit of subconscious of like, if you let them in, they have the ability to roll us over. Porya, especially in the middle, does so well there. The one big thing for Complexity, unfortunately, is the fact that the bomb had been spilled. It was 3 versus 3, and they had the bomb. They might have had options, right? But they lose that bomb on the site, so they have only one option, and that is to go B.
Absolutely. If they kept hold of it, they could have slowed down the clock a little bit, right? And then maybe tempted the likes of a rotation or a bit of a play on time or something of the like. They didn't really have the U to double pump execute, but at the very least they could have just got to draw out fights from PERA. But like you said, with it, when it rolls forward like that, they have no choice. And that's actually where the round's basically done and dusted. PERA just have to hit their shots, which so far they have been. DGL, there's a reason we highlight this guy. 20 kills to his name. 19 for Kia Cardao on Porya is not too shabby either. Already BB's had a bit of a slow one. But he is playing anchor role, so at the same time sort of expected. He's playing anchor A, and they're not really going there all too much. Aaron gets caught. Flash catches the leash as well, but he's still running his way forward, and he's pushed them off deep on towards the A site. So already now, this is good control that they have through mid. They don't have to make a decision here. They can actually just pump the brakes a bit.
Orb shot misses. DGL, though, wants a bit more. Flash going to come in, playing up close here. Got to be careful. Oh, it's a little shoulder peek. There's a leg. He gets the tag. Floppy will have a nasty surprise, but just manages to survive it. DGL continues going back in, and this time he will be punished. Elige cuts off the rotation. Kia Cardao left to pick up the pieces here on the B site. 2 so far. Dark is a difficult one to beat. He keeps going. Oh, he can't get the headshots. If only. It's all down to Porya. He's been a beast so far this map. Multiple multi-frags. However, caught off as the smoke goes down. Complexity hit 12 first.
Oh, so advantage, right, for the Americans. But at the same time, these have been some very janky rounds. I think that one's played a little bit better than what we've seen recently, though. You know, you do see them answer when it matters most off the back of just pumping the brakes a tad. Elige gets mid control. He's given that space, and then they just slow things down. They have just shy of a minute to make a decision, and JT calls it right. Very good work. Very good indeed. And PERA, in what potentially could be the final round of this map. Double MP9 and Aaron on a deagle. And again, so is JT. So both the IGLs going to wield just a hand cannon in round number 24. These MP9s have got to get active here. Easier said than done. Molotov towards stairs. Will force hallzerk away. Bit of a tag on towards Floppy. So information gained. PERA aren't giving up any fights. They know they really can't afford to do so.
Out. Close. Oh my god, double kill over the top of the Molotov. All right, we might not be done just yet, Neo. A really keen start for PERA.
Not bad. 5v3. All goes a little quiet around it. As hallzerk going to reclaim some space. That smoke fading towards main. So Porya could be in trouble, and he is. Down he goes. A resmoke going to come through for Grim to try and lurk out from. Might just give him a bit of room here on the swing. Aaron, spam the deagle, finds what a hole of Floppy and Grim combine. 1v2, and Bibu's left with it all to do. 8 kills to his name, and he's 10 to push them towards overtime. But this is a big ask. And they know he's the anchor over towards the other side, so this is going to be tough.
Yeah, ready for him on the extremities. He's making it in silently thus far. Grim on that right-hand side of him right now, though. Gonna go unchecked, and Grim finds the easy frag in the end, but the difficult work done in the middle there. 13-11, hard-fought battle. So well played by both teams. A great first map to kick off this series. However, we did say, PERA, they needed Anubis. This next one is not looking nice at all.